INFJs are usually understanding and empathetic, more so than many other types, but even they have their limits. The INFJ type is thought to be the rarest among the 16 Myers-Briggs personality types, making up just 1 to 2% of the population. INFJs are known for being patient, gentle, and kind. They are empathetic and often feel a strong need to help others. INFJs may put other people's needs before their own and are passionate about supporting causes they believe in. Even though INFJs are usually highly sensitive people who are understanding and sympathetic more so than many other types, they have their limits. There are certain things that INFJ really don't like which annoyed them the most. However, it's important to remember that these dislikes can vary from one INFJ to another. Here's a list of things that they find extremely annoying. Manipulative people. No one appreciates being manipulative or deceived. And this is particularly true for INFJs. Their ability to read people well often leads them to have a strong intuitive feelings about when someone is being untruthful or when a story doesn't make sense. It's hard to hide things from an INFJ. INFJs are often idealistic and take pride in maintaining high moral standards. They strive to be honest as possible with others and aim to be a force of good in the world. Therefore, they find it especially disheartening when others choose to act dishonestly or immorally. A big no to crowds. Enough said, being in masses of people force INFJs into a place where they have to be hyper conscious of their surroundings, immediately propelling them into their inferior function. Extroverted sensing long state of being in crowd can make them feel angsty, restless, overwhelmed, and unable to think. Harsh criticism. Words are incredibly important to INFJs. They found comfort and encouragement in positive, uplifting words, which can greatly boost their spirits. On the other hand, negative or critical words can have a profound effect, sometimes leaving them dwelling on their comments for a long time. Like all personality type, INFJs are not without their flaws and they understand the importance of constructive feedback. However, the manner in which feedback is given is crucial. INFJs can become quite unsettled by criticism that is harsh. They respond much better to feedback that is presented in a gentle and considerate way. A person with lack of manners. Sure, manners may be old-fashioned to some, but INFJs appreciate them because they afford every single person, no matter their job, age, or position, a standard level of respect. People who don't make eye contact with servers, who don't say thank you when a barista hands them their coffee, or who otherwise refuse to acknowledge other people's efforts are frustrating and even embarrassing to INFJs. Manners are simple, require little energy, and let other people know that they are deserving of your respect and gratitude. Manners affirm other people, even in small interactions, matters to you. Arguments. Most people don't like conflicts, but for sensitive introverts like INFJs, conflict can be particularly overstimulating and overwhelming. When someone frequently dismisses their feeling, criticizes their statement as if it's just for fun, or is argumentative without any apparent good reason, INFJs really hate it and might distance themselves from such people. They might even engage in what's known as INFJ door slam, a situation where they abruptly cut off contact with someone. Small talk. INFJs would much rather converse about their weightier matters of life than spend time talking about the weather, celebrity gossips, or the latest fashions. While they know small talk is sometimes unnecessary evil, they cannot wait to get to the point where the conversation develops into more meaningful material. INFJ would almost always prefer to talk about meaning of life, existential fears, hopes, dreams, aspirations, and ideas. INFJs also especially like to talk about plans for the future because they are one of the most future-focused types. They love to come up with an idea or master plan for the future. If you can get them talking about their plan or vision, you will probably see a more talkative side of an INFJ than you have ever seen before. INFJs hate selfish people, people who take and rarely give. Like everyone else, INFJs enjoy making other people happy and feel good about being a positive influence in somebody's life. They often put the needs of others, especially those of a group or family, before their own needs. This shows how empathetic and caring they are. However, this positive trait can sometimes be exploited. Some people might unintentionally take advantage of it without realizing the impact on the INFJ. Others might be more toxic, like narcissists. Unfortunately, being sensitive and caring always means there is a risk of people trying to use your empathy for their own benefits. Noise and interruptions. INFJs have an extremely active inner world that they rarely, if ever, show anyone else. They use dominant introverted intuitions to seek out meaning and find patterns that point to a future outcome. This introverted intuition dominant types like INFTJs and INFFJs often need considerable quiet time to themselves to think and focus. Interruption, noise, and excessive sensory stimulation will put an INFJ to the edge of their comfort zone. Along with needing peace and quiet to harness their intuitions, INFJs also have inferior extroverted sensing, which make them extremely sensitive to sensory stimulations, noise, bright lights, excessive movements, etc., having to focus solely on concrete realities. INFJs are master of existential thought. They aren't designed to focus on the tangible realities of daily life and feel drained and stifled if they have to for inordinate amounts of time. This is why INFJ tend to get depressed in jobs that require a lot of repetitive, detail-oriented work. They are happier in jobs that allow for creativity and big-picture thinking. They often struggle with focusing on the present moment, the sensory details of the world around them, having to compromise their values. INFJs are idealistics who view the world in a unique way, recognizing the interconnectedness of everything. They understand that words, emotions, and action create a ripple effect, influencing people around generations and geographical spaces. As a result, they often develop a strong sense of how things should be, particularly regarding culture, society, and humanity. When they find themselves in a situation where they must compromise their values, whether in the INFJ work or in a relationship, they will deeply resent it.